defense by Williams. Raptors leading by 4. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to speak with Dwayne Casey for a moment. Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Thanks for filling us in there, Doris. Thank you so much. Getting their offense sorted out is the priority here, guys.
And that's what typically drives them. So no big surprise there. They'll be expending most of their energy at the offensive end.
Well, I tell you what, they better save some of that energy for deep. I don't care how much you score. At some point, you got to stop some people, too.
Here's Joseph. It's rebounded by Houston. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that when they just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
There's the pass to Powell. Fires the 3. That's good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Raptors up 6. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And DeMar DeRozan, star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back.
A lot of people never really pay no attention to the Raptors. They just look at the Raptors like another team, you know. So when I came, you know, I just wanted to bring that feeling back and the excitement that everybody had for the Raptors.
Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning a championship would change that.
Eunice, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Patrick Patterson. Powell, he's checked in for Ross. And it's DeRozan in for Joseph. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Corey Brewer's checked in for Muhammad. And it's Williams in for Rivers. So on the floor for Houston. Williams, he's in at point guard. Booker out there with Corey Brewer. Then it's Harden, and it's Capella in at the center position.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Inside. Olynyk the pass to Valanciunas. The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line from your Raptors, Jonas Valanciunas.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Houston making a switch here. Moore's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Rockets trail by 16. Williams with the ball. Lowry picks him up.
Move the ball.
Williams kicks to Capella. On the wing, Brewer. DeRozan defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Williams has got 5 now.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
A minute 42 left to play in the first half. Olynyk up top, defended by Booker. It's DeRozan with the drive, and Capella sends it back. To the middle, it's stolen by DeRozan. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Lowry leading the charge. It's deflected. 1:14 left in the first half. Williams dishes to Brewer. Williams with the ball. He's got 5. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Moore against Lowry, 16 feet away, and DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Lowry. And the Raptors lead by 16. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Pacers in Indiana.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Powell, the pass to Lowry. And Valanciunas kicks to Powell. Lowry has the open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Williams against Lowry. Williams' shot is off.
You got to be careful, though. There's a real balancing act. You can't let your ego try to run your offense. You could see he really wanted to answer that made 3 with one of his own. Not the best decision.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up, and it doesn't look like that thought's even crossed their mind. I love it.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Toronto ahead, just dominating this one. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
All right, fellas, let's focus. It's not going to be easy to quiet this crowd down in the second half, but we can do it. Couple of things. The three-point shot hasn't been there for us, and it could have made a big difference. But don't get discouraged. All we need is 1 or 2 of them to drop, and our long-range game will be right back. And we need to be smart with our shot selection. We can't keep shooting as bad as we have and expect to be around much longer. Okay, in terms of pace, let's keep things moderate next half. Turning this game into a track meet might hurt us more than it will help us. We shouldn't be down this far at the half to any team, especially not this team. Let's show some self-respect and get out there and turn this thing around.
I want everyone here in your Canada Center.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
You know, Lowry is playing well. He's got 14 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point lane.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
New group in now for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Patrick Patterson. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Brewer is checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And it's Williams in for Rivers. Olynyk is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Powell in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Now here's Olynyk, defended by Booker. They set the pick, just 5 on the clock. Here's Valanciunas, rebounded by Capella.
Boy, that's a tough one, but he did all he could there, using the leaner to get the shot off.
Stolen by Joseph, and even 3-on-3 break. swiped it away. Harden kicks to Williams. Wide open look. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for them here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Harden with the stuff.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
Joseph with the ball. He's against Williams. Joseph dishes to Ross. Screened by Valanciunas. Powell, the pass to Valanciunas. And there's the feed to Joseph. Shot, high post. Booker pulls it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Williams from outside. Williams with another miss. Toronto leading by 16. Powell kicks to Joseph. He dishes it to Olynyk. The 8-footer, and he gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 18. 5 seconds left in the third. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Raptors lead by 18. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter. Some changes here for the Raptors. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Patterson. And it's Olynyk in for Ross. Houston with a big group substitution here. Harrell, he's checked in for Howard. Trevor Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Brewer, he's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And it's Williams in for Rivers. So on the floor for Houston, Williams, he's in at the point. Booker out there with Harrell. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Moore in at the shooting guard position. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Valanciunas penetrating. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W's.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline.